I see I am live online. I was wanting to make sure that I had everything set up. I know everybody can hear me. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Well. For those who are tuning in, my name is Brother Prater. I know this may not be the uh, ordinary video messages that I make, but this one is for a special reason, a special occasion. And that occasion is because of you. For those that saw my podcast last night, we wanted to pay tribute to a phenomenal young lady, a phenomenal friend, a phenomenal relative, my sister Sheila Prater. Ashley, for those that didn't watch, this past Friday, the 13th, was her birthday. She would have been 46. And then also my birthday being today. Hola, hello there. My birthday being today. I always call it our birthday or our birthday weekend. So I wanted to thank each and every one who paid tribute to her, those that called in, those that listened to our stories. And I was listening to part of it a few minutes ago, and I realized as I was telling one story, I end up getting sidetracked and acknowledge my nephew, and then I didn't go back to what I was speaking about. And I remembered, I looked at it and saw it a few minutes ago. Man, I didn't even tell that story. That was the main one I wanted to tell. I forgot. But I won't forget. I'll make sure to bring it up in a few minutes. We're not going to have to wait till the next podcast, whatever. I'm going to talk about it. Matter of fact, I'll just bring it up right now. Wanted to thank y'all for listening. And the story that I had brought in on the podcast, I was talking about how I had mentioned about my sister and I wanted to make sure that we didn't have a big nose. We didn't want our nostrils to be big. So we would actually, when we had the house to ourselves, we walked around the house with clothespins on our nose. Or if we had to yawn, if we had to sneeze or whatever, we always held our nose, pinched our nose, And so when somebody's at the house other than us, we made sure not to have the clothespins on our nose, or we would do it when we were in our room. Because like I said, we had a room to ourselves. And this part I didn't mention. We wanted to make sure that we watched out for each other. And one of the ways was, especially, sometimes as kids, the kids' nose be dirty and everything. So what we would do, we always wanted to make sure that our face was clean. We looked presentable when we get ready to go out in public, or what Sheila would say, go out to see her fans. So as kids, what we used to do, we used to look at each other's nose to make sure, hey, you look okay. Your nose not dirty. Your nose not dirty. But if by chance one of our noses was dirty, we didn't want to just tell that person in front of everybody. What we would do, we used to have little codes. Now, most of the time, when we were younger, before the codes were implemented, we used to say, your nose not clean. But I began to start thinking, nobody needs to be knowing our business. So I used to say, your N, not C. Your N, not C. Your nose, not clean. So we began to start saying that. So when we would be around people, we would say it fast enough so no one knew or understood what we were saying. Yeah, not C. So somebody listening, they just think we're saying the alphabet. N, not C. Okay, whatever they talk about. Yo, N, not C. But we knew what we were talking about. Hey, you're N, not C. So okay. We would go to the restroom and make sure our nose was clean. So that was that. That was the story that I didn't get a chance to complete yesterday. But along with the story, I wanted y'all to be able to see my shirt. This is actually we were celebrating our birthdays together. 2017. We didn't take a picture for 2018, but this was our last time taking a picture together for our birthday. So had a great time. That was actually after both of our birthdays. Actually, my brother was going to pick up my mom, and when he was on the way to pick up my mom, my sister ended up showing up, and all of a sudden, when my sister ended up showing up, then I ended up taking off work early and surprised everybody. So I ended up following behind them, and then my second brother Ronnie met us at Cotton Patch. So we all not Cotton Patch, Papa Do's. We ended up having a great time. The only person that was missing was my little brother Walter. But like I said, this is my birthday celebration. This is what I wore last night, celebrating Sheila and I's birthday weekend. So, with that being said, I thank each and every one who are celebrated with me. I thank each and every one who also acknowledged me on this particular day. I'm not real good pertaining to speaking about this kid right here. I'm just grateful. I'm grateful for the attention, the acknowledgement, and especially, especially for this year. This year is the first year that first birthday that I didn't have my sister, and you all made it so much easier. Y'all love, y'all prayers, y'all support, y'all acknowledgments, y'all made me feel special, and I really appreciate that. You know, I really appreciate y'all prayers, y'all love. Like I said, your phone call, text messages. You know, I got a late start today, but it seemed like everything was just so much love, and I very much appreciate it. So I wanted to come on here to tell everyone thank you so much. I wanted to also make sure that I not only tell everyone thank you, but in the process of when I got done with the podcast, as much excitement as it was emotionally, spiritually, mentally draining after a busy weekend. Yes, thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much. Tanitra, Miss Cookie, Dana Beck, so many of y'all. I very much appreciate y'all. Also, I have a cousin down there in Mississippi. We'll be leaving Dallas, headed to Mississippi. We'll be there in the morning. I have to tell you all how much I appreciate y'all. So, like I said, I wanted to make sure if I wanted to look over on my podcast to see if there was something that I was missing, and really just touch that. Misty, thank you very much. What I wanted to do was to tell y'all two things that I had missed, and one of them in particular. One of the things I did miss to mention about the NIC, that particular story, but also there was a little announcement I wanted to tell y'all that I forgot to mention last night. Part of the announcement was this. See, I got everybody's attention. Leisha, how you doing? See y'all later. Well, for those that know, Sheila was my rock. Sheila was my, like I said, more than just a sister. She was my friend. I thought I had my phone. I have my phone with me somewhere. Oh, you know what? I'll use this. Well, you know what? I won't show y'all. I just tell y'all. Sheila was more than, like I said, Sheila was more than more than my sister. She was a friend. She was a confidant, and we were like that towards each other. So I'm very, very honored that God blessed me with such a sister. And so what I wanted to share with you all, unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to finish this because, you know, since Sheila's transition, things has been busy. It's been a lot of stuff going on in my life, in personally, in ministry, family, all these things. So I just wanted to share that with y'all. Excuse me. Excuse me. Ah. Okay. But by her being more than my friend, like I said, confidant and everything, and also people knowing that we were so close to each other and growing up with each other, you know, I wanted to make sure everybody knew this. Now I got everybody's attention. Now the big announcement. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to complete it, but I am working on it, and I'm praying that maybe it'll be done in a couple of weeks. But I will get y'all a heads up of when everything will be complete. Now, I know it's been a while since I have gotten a chance to, since my first book was released, my first book, A Few Good Men, A Path to Godly Fatherhood. And I know there's been many people that's been waiting. When is your next book coming out? When is your next book coming out? And I've been working on some things, but before Sheila passed, I was having some books coming up. I was working on them, but when Sheila passed away, I said, you know what, that can be on hold. This situation I'm dealing with, this is real. This is something that's tough. Never faced anything such as this. Never lost anyone as close as I lost with Sheila. So with that being said, I've been putting things in motion, and I write a lot. It just, like right now, even though I write a lot, I only have one book out publicly, but there are many books that I've written that God has given me that I just hadn't released yet. There's a lot of things that God has entrusted me with, and when the time comes, they're going to come out, and I'm praying that they, you know, come out. But pertaining to Sheila, after the situation with Sheila, everything worked out, and I was really just praying that God helped me with many things. And one of the things was, just to let you all know, I am releasing another book. Hopefully maybe before this year is out. If not, then it'll be definitely in the very beginning of the new year. And that book is about my friend, my sweetheart, my sister, Sheila Prater. Yeah, by those that know me and know our relationship, she always protected me. She always watched over me. And so the name of that book is entitled, by her being so close to me, the name of the book is entitled The Girl Who Was Her Brother's Keeper. That's the name of the book. The Girl Who Was Her Brother's Keeper. I got that from when you look at Cain. Cain was asked by God, you know, where's Abel? And Cain sarcastically answered, am I my brother's keeper? Well, actually you are. But when I look at Sheila, Sheila was my keeper. And so who fitting than to speak about the girl that was her brother's keeper. And the subtitle is To Death Do Us Part. So that's the book that's coming out. I'm sorry I'm kind of congested a little bit. I hadn't got a chance to really clear my sinus, so excuse me for all this extra stuff going on. But I'm fine. But that's the name of the book. I see my niece on here. Hi, Tiara. But my book coming out is entitled "The Girl Who Was Her Brother's Keeper," and then the subtitle "To Death Do Us Part." That's pertaining to my sister Sheila, and then also I'm writing another one that I'll tell y'all about later on. And I promise you, it won't be such a gap. It won't be such a huge gap in my books. I'll just tell it that the way things look, it may be maybe a book or two a year. So I got some stuff together, and it was just the point of God saying when it was time. So the way things look, time is coming near. So I just wanted to share that with you all, to let y'all know that there's something that Sheila's brother is working on, and I wanted to make sure that not only people knew about Sheila and everything, but most importantly, I wanted to utilize this as the opportunity to really help people, to really, in honor of my sister, in honor of my friend, I wanted to make sure that allow God to minister to many of us. So, like I said, even though we don't have her physically here, but just know that her legacy still remains. So I thank each and every one who showed love, attention, support, all throughout the years, for my sister Sheila. So I appreciate y'all dearly. Hey, Uncle June. Okay, this is Tiara, my niece. Hello, sweetheart. And my cousin, Tim. Sheila used to say, "Hi, Timothy Wimothy." Hi, Timothy Wimothy. Yeah, but I appreciate your all love and support, and I hope and pray that y'all continuously be praying for us. And also, just know this: I'm praying for each and every one of you all too. That's what love is about. It's more than just ministry; it's love. And you know, I want each and every one to take up something from the podcast, from the daily devotions, or whatever. You know, to let people know, hey, look, you know what? I know no matter what situation you may face, or what situation that you may go through, you know, trust God, lean on God, and I'm praying for each and every one of you all. You know, I just thank God, even like I said, even for this day. May not feel like it. Some people say I don't look like I don't know, but thank God this year, me being 47, I turned 40. I don't think about it, but I turned 47, and I'm honored. I'm so honored, and I thank God so much that God has allowed this little kid right here to be here one more again, to proclaim His name, and to be able to invest and try to put some investment, some deposit to deposit some things from God to you. And like I said, I really appreciate you all, and I love you all dearly. Continuously be keeping us up in prayer. Like I said, I had one of my cousins on here. We had lost a family member, her cousin, my uncle, my daddy's baby brother. In the midst of all this week preparing, we lost our daddy's baby brother, Jesse. So keep us in prayer. He used to actually babysit me and Sheila. So lost. And also, even like I said yesterday, minister friend of mine, Evangelist Kevin Hall, we lost him, and that was, like I said, this has been a crazy week, personally, within ministry and personally. But no matter what, God has given us the victory, and God has the victory for us. So I want to thank each and every one. I love you all dearly. Continuously pray for us, and know that there is nothing too hard for God, and know that I'm praying for each and every one of you all. So till we see each other again, chances are, Lord bless, say the same, I will see y'all again tomorrow, and I will be posting something tomorrow. Lord bless, say the same. And like I said, I thank each and every one of you all. Love y'all dearly, and in a way I can be of help, I'm there. But most importantly, make sure that it's God-centered, and make sure that God get the glory. So I appreciate you all. Love y'all dearly. God bless you. Good night. Thank you for an awesome thank you for an awesome birthday on behalf of myself and also my friend Sheila. thank you for an awesome birthday weekend. God bless.